Welcome back, everyone. Drake Hawkins with you again, and there's a good autosave. So there's a problem. We got Rampant mod. I was prepped for a nice big fight. Biters started attacking me like crazy. Started teching up. Got all the cool mods. Got our power up. Got our science up. Mining like crazy. Getting steel. We got up to piercing ammunition, and we even got some poison capsules. And the biters suck. This is not hard enough hard mode for us to count it as Deathworld Season 4. So we're going to have to redo this. I'm going to show you the what I mean. Like, it's really not hard. I mean, I'm super slow right now, but, you know. Hey, don't we have any of those Repario or Buildo things? No? You're just not going to build for me? I guess not. Oh, right. Haha, tab. Got to use the right tool. This is the Nanobot mod. That is one we will be using when we do the proper Season 4. So I've been working on trying to get this season started and recording, and they really just suck. I mean, so far these Rampant dudes are less challenging the first, what, hour and a half than the vanilla ones were, so that's just not cool. Let's see how fast we can die here. Let's see. Blah, blah, blah. Oh my gosh, they take nothing. Come here. Bad guys, you think you're all tough? I'm gonna shoot him. Oh no, I'm not gonna shoot him with my Repario. See, look at this. That's not a challenge. Come on. Call that hard, Rampants? Yo, weaklings. Weaklings. I'll walk up right beside my poison. Oh. Shoot him. I'll even poison myself. No, I won't. Boom. Look at that. That's not hard. You just let them all die. That was a whole base. That should have been a major challenge, but no. The reason is I didn't crank up the settings like I had previously. I just remembered this when I was like, why are these things not fighting back? Well, there you go. We got a few mediums coming out, finally. We didn't crank up the, we did just normal death mode. We don't do normal Deathworld. We need something with a challenge. Clearly, normal Deathworld does not spawn them tough enough to come at us. So, at the risk of dying horribly for my arrogant commentary, ouch, or, you know, just poisoning myself. Oh, that's the last of my poison capsules. Well, okay. Well, I guess we're not, that's it for the example, I guess. We're out of ammunition. So, like, aside from the medium guys, these are pretty much a joke to take care of. In fact, we've got some fish. We could just... Oh, I didn't even put on my steel armor. That's with no armor. Ha! Okay. So we got a bunch of mods going on. What do we have? We have the Rampant, the whole Rampant set, including the Arsenal. So there's a whole bunch of new things, like these... Oh, no, that's from Clockwork. These new, let's see, Power Armor Mark III mod. We got the Rampant Arsenal mod, so it gives you a bunch of tools to counter the genius biters. They quote supposed to be genius biters. What else? We got a mod that makes these things colored flash according to the colors of the things in them. But currently they're just flashing red. I feel like that's disappointing. Oh no, they're only flashing red because they're only using red. Aha! Let's show that off. This is cool. I like it. It's Christmassy. Look! They flash red and green. That's awesome. What else do we have for mods? Let's see. We have well, we got a bunch of weapons-based mods. That's from the armor, and we also have nanobots in here, just to speed the process up of building, because you guys have seen me build 6 trillion times, I'm sure. What else? There's Clockwork, which is designed to change the day length. So essentially, our episodes will last one full game day. It's 4 times the length, putting us at about 27, 28 minutes for an episode. So somewhere between what I planned originally all the time to do is the 25 to 30 sort of a time frame, and that's going to be quite reasonable for this one. So let's do this, and then do... Oh, I have none. Oh, that's bothersome. Let's just do this then. and see how much I can irritate these guys. Hi. You are supposed to be smart bugs. That's not very smart. Yeah, so we're going to, I'll go through the mod list right away here, and I'll flip out and go through the mod list, and I'll flip out. And then we're going to have a look at what these guys can do to us in the upcoming series, because it's going to be Deathworld Season 4, Deathworld Extreme Season 4. We definitely have to step the game up on these biters, because they've not successfully got past a single turret in our base. Like, they haven't actually done any damage to any. I don't think I've even lost a turret. Maybe like 1 or 2 from not ammoing it up properly. That's like it. So, and this is just easy sauce. They just don't stand a chance. It's mildly amusing. They are randomly eating trees differently, which is a little odd. I guess it's their way of trying to figure out what to do. There, and one over there. That would be lovely. And we can just shoot these guys. Excellent. Yeah, see, this is not a challenge. So that's I guess enough babbling and just goofing around here. This is not the series, as you may have known by the title. But this is the map I've been trying to practice on. It's an interesting map. We've got let's see. This is our starting spot. All the resources are cranked up pretty good so that we don't have to like instantly go out to Neverland, but oh my gosh, that's 116 million ore in there. Like, we're not going to need to expand a bunch. The whole idea is to be a giant citadel of defense, and we're going to defend ourselves really heavily in this area. Unfortunately, there's no oil nearby, so it's out. There's some out here, I know, from the map. But so let's go have a look at that map string and see what we can do here. I'm just not even going to save this. Actually, I need to hit save and say exchange string, copy, confirm. I mean, we could go Deathworld. There was a Deathworld. Wait a second. DWE here. Look at all this. This is crazy. DWE 4 test day 2. I did it once, and I was did a different style, and I was fighting some biters. I was trying to like early game charge them. It was not working. You just step back, put up standard defenses, and it blocks them. So let's see. Our mods right now, we are using Bottleneck. That's the one that you may have seen. It tells you when that has no relation to it. It tells you when things are starved of material. It gives little visual indicators when they need more ore or whatnot. We also have, that's Disco Science. That was the one that makes the different colors. I love it. Even distribution, just for the even distribution. It's when you control click and drag a bunch of resources on it, it just spreads them out evenly over everything you dropped. Factorio standard library, of course, apparently. Clockwork with our time is set to 4 times. So the day takes 4 times as long. I mentioned that one. Factorio logo, I'm going to actually disable this one. It's hilarious, but it's not what I thought it was. But it basically lets you build like text plates, except for it spells out the word Factorio, and they're all customs. It fills up your build queue. It's annoying. This is missing something apparently. Oh, there we go. Put that library back on. So that'll give us our lighted electric poles, the early nanobots. Nanobots, early bots, I guess I should say. And then there's the orbital cannon. This is stuff that's for like related to the fighting back. That should be fun later on. Power armor Mark III. I'm not sure if we need it. It actually is an interesting one because it gives you a light and a heavy armor that are less effective. They're not a power armor. They're just a light and a heavy armor for early game, and instead of having the same, they don't have quite the same defense, but they have less defensiveness, and they give you more inventory slots, which might be good for us. I was going to put Squeak Through on, decided not to go for it. Rampant, this is the primary one. It's going to make biters smarter. They will actually do counterattacks, try to breach and raid, rallying, death cry, player hunting. let's see, what reinforcements. They'll retreat if the fight's not going well. They'll probe your defenses. Pretty cool. The Rampant arsenal has a lot more than I expected. There's like, you can build like a wooden rifle turret thing right from the beginning. It's really weird. Lots of stuff. So looks like there is some upgrades. So we'll let the upgrades happen. But that's what we're going for. Let's go. Oh no, wait. Confirm. Oh, well, that's just going to shut everything off. So we're going to pop in, have a look at the map. Come on, there we go. We're going to pop in, have a look at what the map's going to look like as the preview, and what the settings are on the map, on the screen, or on the, on the world settings. We're going to upgrade the evolution rate of the biters, because that was just not tough enough, and see if we can make a difficult challenge that'll get us near dead repeatedly. And if we can make it through something that we have to take a couple tries at, that to me seems extreme enough. You guys let me know in the comments of this video. This is a prep video, precursor. Let me know in the comments what you would do to increase our difficulty after this, and what would be a reasonable balance. We do have some extra tools in our toolkit to fight back against them, including specialized ammo and all sorts of craziness. So that might be fun to get into automating and thinking through the strategy of using different ammunition types and whatnot. But let's go in here. We're going to go with I like that. I haven't seen this on a recording, I don't think. But this is the new 0.18 build. 0.186 actually at the moment. So we're going to put this into play here. Definitely not going to use the default Deathworld because I mean, I like more resources because I want it to be a tower defense style, but it drops the pollution absorption, which is pretty cool. It makes the trees and the whatever else attack cost modifier of how much pollution is consumed to send a biter. Oh, okay. So the biters have to take less pollution before they'll send an attack, and everything absorbs half as much pollution, and the diffusion rate is also down. Okay, let's see. Frequency of enemy bases 200, size 200, starting area 75%. This is all default. This is the default Deathworld settings. But here's the problem: time factors 200, destroy factors 200, and what we did last time is we upped this to 200 as well. I'm pretty sure the numbers were different looking before, but I'm pretty sure that's what we did last time to change things from like 12. Like it was really mild, or 20 or whatever it was. It was really mild. Let's see. Deathworld. There we go. Yeah, 12, 200, and 200. If we cranked this even to like 100, that'd be pretty wild. Or 120, so it would go 10 times as much as it originally was. That would be crazy. But we're going to go ahead and actually import this key. And then we're going to crank this up to more. Maximum expansion distance. I'm fine with that. Minimum group size. Maximum group size. Minimum cooldown 4 minutes. Maximum cooldown. Let's take the maximum cooldown like, I don't know, half. Should we do this half? Drop the maximum cooldown to half. Minimum cooldown is fine. So they'll expand twice as fast. Like, not twice as fast. It's probably a square root law or something crazy like that I'm killing myself with. Maximum group size 20? No. Let's double that up. Expansion party modified with current evolution level. Yeah. Sure. Now, evolution is the other thing that we have an issue with. If it's not fast enough, we might need to adjust it again. You'll know at the beginning of the official series if I actually have the same settings. I'll let you know if I've made any adjustments. So other than that, we have a little bit more higher bias and scale for the moisture as well as the terrain, and slightly higher towards the red side of things instead of sand. What else? Cliffs are in. I think they're an annoyance, and annoyances is what we're all about here. We do have way high resources and richness and all that jazz. Uranium's not as huge, and crude oil is not as huge. and we reduced some of the, slightly increased some of the frequency numbers, adjusted some of the frequency numbers to have enough resources. Now let's look at the preview before we get going. And yeah, this is the preview for the map. So we start right here. And this is our bundle of resources, and this is the initial camp that's literally like we walk from where we can see them if we zoom all the way out when we walk from here to the iron patch. So they're pretty close, but that one was pretty easy to hit. There's our oil, 2 patches of oil up here. I don't know if there's any others even on the radar here. Yikes. That's gonna be kind of important. Oh, there's another patch over here, but yeah. Not exactly a safe spot, is it? There's another one over here. So that's gonna be the fight. We're gonna have to wall off somehow. Maybe south and west. South is pretty heavily treed, so that's good. Northeast is pretty heavily treed as well. But this stuff over here, straight up and to the west, this is gonna be a problem. As soon as we start pumping out enough pollution that gets across the water, and pollution travels fast on the water, and this is desert, oh shoot, or it's red sand maybe, it's easy to travel stuff. There's almost no trees in here, and there's a ton of biters. This is going to be our major early conflict, but then we can fight up this way to try to get to the oil, I think. Oh, that could be crazy terrible. Well, we got some choke points. We could heavily choke point in here and really thoroughly defend it. We could do the same with a longer one kind of maybe in here. Using the, trying to keep the forest intact would be a good idea. Maybe not use flame turrets in that part. Yeah, jeepers. It's going to be interesting. We do have all the resources we need, all the basics we need here. A little iron, there's a ton of iron over here, so we won't be short on the on basics, iron and copper and stuff. Another a copper patch down here and up here. We do have a uranium patch, a small one, tiny one to the north, and then a bigger one up here. So this is going to be interesting, but we'll see what the biters have to do early on. So I've just hit play. We will pause it here. We'll get into the recording. Oh, big, huge rocks. Yeah. We'll get into the recording of the series, and as soon as I've got enough content for you guys to start rolling them out regularly, you'll see what we came up with and how many times we die in the first couple hours. That'll be fantastic. Votes in the description down below. Or votes in the comments down below. Thank you everybody for joining me for another oddball sort of a look here. It's an off the normal episode, so if you got this far, thank you so much. Do hit the like button, I appreciate it, and we will see you in the series. Yeah.